client is to like with her hair, you can't really tell the difference from if it's straight or it's all the same. As you can see, you can have a look if you want, have a feel.
So has she had her hair relaxed?
The last time she's relaxed her hair is about 2 years ago.
Really? Okay.
So you can't really tell, really, because normally our hair is really quite tight, curly. You'll tell if it's wet, but with this way, where she's blow dried it, you can't really tell. So you need to find out when was the last chemical treatment.
And what is the time? Is there a limit, like you can't do anything within the next 2 weeks, or like
Only if she's had like colour put on her hair, permanent colour, you would have to wait at least a couple of weeks.
So 2 weeks between each chemical service, yeah?
Before she has it done. And if she's had it relaxed in the last 2 weeks, you can't put another relaxer on there. You'll actually have to wait for about 8 weeks.
Right, okay.
Even if it's sometimes
didn't work, yeah.
Have a relaxer done, it didn't take properly, and she'll go to another salon to have it done again. So you need to be asking these questions just to make sure that you don't over-process and cause any damage.
Right, okay.
Okay, it's a lot easier if you work in sections like what I'm doing, because if it starts burning, you start at the back, so you could wash off each section. But if you start in the front, obviously, when you wash it, you're not going to be able to finish the back. So it's best to start at the back.
Right, can you make notes? Because I can't see a lot of you writing down what you're doing.
Oh, gloves.
Want gloves? Right, can someone get a gloves, please? Do you need a gown as well for your client?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want for yourself?
No.
Which one I need one as well?
Okay, down there.
Let's be professional today.
I did bring some printouts. It's not similar to what I would do. But if this...
Oh, lovely.
Sort of print this out. They start at the front.
Is that right? Yeah.
But we start at the
But
back.
we start
yeah.
at the back.
Right, no worries.
Thank you.
This gloves. Gloves.
Oh, thanks. Always wear gloves to protect your hand.
So what if the client has got a lot of oil on their hair?
Well, it's actually better
Already?
for them to have the oil
So
on the scalp.
if a client come in, there's no reason that we have to remove anything before we start this service?
No, it's best to have a bit of grease, which I'm going to grease the scalp.
Right, okay.
I'm not going to do all of it, just around the hairline. But if your client is really sensitive, it is best to grease your scalp. I'm going to show you how to do this. The hairline is more important, just to protect the skin.
So is that barrier cream or?
Yeah, like a barrier cream, yeah. And some clients would insist that you grease the whole scalp as well.
Right.
You can't put a relaxer on if the client's had a shampoo the night before or even a week before, because she's irritated her scalp. So that would cause...
Just with shampoo?
Yeah, because if you're massaging your scalp as well, that would cause a lot of burn.
Right,
and
okay.
it's not going to take properly. Because obviously if it burns, then you'll have to wash it off.
So how often would you normally wash your hair?
Well, after you've had it relaxed,
Yeah.
you can wash it once or twice. Once every other week. 2 weeks.
Once every fortnight,
Yeah. With Afro hair, our hair dries out really quickly,
Yeah.
so you don't need to wash it twice a week or, you know. probably once every other week or something.
So if a client come in today and she did wash her hair last night, we'd say, sorry, we can't do it.
Yeah.
You'll have to come back in 2 weeks, yeah?
Yeah. Here's your time. Most of the kits will come with instructions as well. The activator actually makes the relaxer work. Without this, it's not going to really do anything. It's just like putting a barrier cream on. That's not going to really.
Right, okay.
And you have to make sure you mix it well together for probably about, well, not a minute, but they do say a minute, but just make sure it's mixed well. It's similar to a tin, and you have to mix it together properly. I would recommend you put a relaxer on bleached hair as well, because most of the time it's
Just snap,
breaks
yeah.
off.
So is there any reason that you're using a comb to mix it, or would you use...
Because we're going to use a comb.
You're going to use that
so
comb
just-
anyway, so you're just using it, yeah?
But they do have a stick in the box
Right.
for you to mix it. I haven't done a demo like this in like probably 15 years. So bear with me.
Right, how long does that last now you've mixed it up for? Like, because with colours it oxidises. Is it the same with relaxing?
I would say probably 2 days you can still use it.
Really?
But
yeah.
it's not going to be
Yeah,
as
strong.
as
Right.
when you first use. It doesn't matter what side you start on, just did you guys want to come a bit closer? You're all right like that. Yeah.
So, you know, you said before you was going to degrease, you're going to grease her hair. You haven't done this, have you? Is it?
No, I
No?
greased her.
Put the barrier cream around the hairline.
The hairline.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm not greasing her scalp, because obviously I've asked her all the
She's not
questions that
sensitive.
She's not sensitive.
So how would you grease the scalp? Is it with the barrier cream
With the same cream,
Cream.
just on your scalp, in between.
and in between? So you'd
Yeah.
actually put, just using your finger
Yeah.
going through.
Yeah.
Right, okay, on the
But
regrowth.
not rubbing it in, just gently
And it is on the
on
scalp, not on the hair.
on the scalp only.
Yeah. Right,
You
okay.
could put, if she's got like colour on the ends,
Yeah.
you could put the barrier cream on the ends to protect. But because she's got, her hair's more or less, the whole thing is natural. She has got a colour on her hair, but it's a semi-permanent colour.
Right,
So
okay.
these things you need to find out from the client as well. Okay, you start at the back. She's got hardly any. If it was just a retouch, you would just retouch the new growth, and you'll have an idea, because then you'll see the difference in texture with the hair, the curliness, or from the straight. Yeah, but she hasn't relaxed her hair in over a year, so I'm going to do most of it. Well, all of it. But when it's a retouch, you have to be careful in over processing as well.
Right, okay.
Make sure all the hair is covered. With a retouch, you just touch up what needs doing. You leave it, and then you come through after, but not right through to the ends. Just, sorry. Some people find it easier to use a brush, but I think when you use the brush, it gets through to the scalp. So I find that you can manage it a lot better while using your tail comb. The relaxer should be only on the hair for about 20 minutes at the most, and that's from applying and leaving it for a few minutes. Some people tend to apply and think they need to leave it on for 20 minutes, but that again will cause over process and cause your hair to break off.
So your time starts from now for that quarter, yeah?
Yeah, from once I start.
So how much does this cost in the salon to have done?
We're talking about 30 to 35 pounds.
And they get it done how often?
6 to 8 weeks.
Every 6 to 8 weeks.
Depending on the texture of your hair, because some people's hair are really tightly curled, where some is quite soft. You'll find like mixed race people would have softer hair than Afro.
Does that mean it doesn't stay on as long if the hair isn't as curly, or is it everyone's the same?
It just depends on the texture, yeah.
And are there tests that you do to see when it's ready, or you just time it?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, okay.
How that's done. And once it's been relaxed as well, you could blow dry it just the same way as you would a head of European hair as well. Just treat it the same way, cut the same way, everything. If you notice, when I'm relaxing, I'm not putting it directly onto the scalp, because obviously it will cause irritation. So you still try to refrain from putting it on the scalp.
What is the pH level of this, do you know?
I'm not too sure.
I think it's quite high. I think on the scalp it's about 13.
I think it will be on that as well. I'll have to get more information for you to bring it in. So has anyone done relaxing before?
No.
Okay, you see the hair is a bit wavy there.
Yeah.
So when that is dead straight, that's when you know it's
Right,
time
okay.
to wash off. So by the time I finish the top, then and come through, everything will be finished and it'll be time to wash off.
Right, okay. So it's okay to twist it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you keep asking the clients, are you okay? Is it burning or anything? Are you sure?
So if it was burning,
Then you'll have to wash off, especially if she can't bear it.
Yeah.
You need to wash it off. It burns similar to the bleach. Have you-
yeah, it's like the tingly.
Yeah.
Can you feel anything?
No.
If you notice, it's not really on the scalp.
No.
If our hair was a bit more curly, we would have been able to see the difference.
Yeah.
So if the hair was really long, would you paint it all at the same time? That strand, you just keep, like, you don't just do the top bit first and then.
And no, because if you do the top, if it starts burning, then you'll have to wash.
Right. Okay. So you just take it all the way through each section.
Yeah. You'll just be the same, but again, you still need to know how long was the last relaxer that she's had
Right.
to know how much hair you're relaxing. I'm putting it right through to the ends, more or less, because she hasn't had it done for
A while. Yeah.
for quite some time. She could have a set, she could have a wrap, she could have anything done after it's been relaxed. Before the relaxer, even to have a shower, you'll get all that frizzy hair.
Mm.
With the relaxer, nothing like that. It'll just stay straight. Even if you go out and the air is a bit damp, you know, you'll get all that frizz coming back, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. What can happen if you like don't relax your hair at all?
You'd just be walking around with like a big bush. Big afro. So thank God for relaxer. It's like your straighteners, when you straighten your hair. When you first have it done, it's nice, straight and glossy. It's the same, really.
Lorna, is it the same as Brazilian?
That's what I was
blow dry
about to
for-
say.
Yeah, similar.
Right.
Well, I haven't done a Brazilian. I don't know. I keep hearing about this Brazilian.
Lorna, you've just done Brazilian.
Yeah. We've got it here now.
So is it a good thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can use it on Afro Caribbean hair as well.
Yeah. Because one of my clients, she went and had it done just for the experience. But because her hair is really tight,
Yeah.
it's okay for that.
Well,
couple of
it
weeks
does
or
say that
whatever.
it doesn't straighten it. What it does is it reduces the curl and reduces the frizz and makes it more manageable. So it's not going to work wonders.
Yeah, so she was expecting this wonder, so she
Yeah.
still has to relax her hair. 'Cause
Right,
she's got
okay.
really tight curl.
I suppose it's just a more gentler way of doing it because it's keratin based.
Yeah. So do they still get to use their oils, or you don't? With the
No,
Brazilian, no oils.
no, you just put it on and then blow dry it with it on. You don't even wash it off.
Mm. You okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, last bit. So by the time I finish this bit, I'll comb it all through and it'll be all done. When you're combing through, then you could put it a bit closer to the scalp, because then it's not going to be on the scalp for too long.
Mm.
And then just wash it off. And if the hair's really, really long and she hasn't had it done for a long time, you probably need 2 tubs as well.
2 tubs, yeah.
Still okay?
Yeah.
Is there anyone who would want to style for this hereafter? No one?
Long jumping up for joy.
No, what's the experience of styling blow drying? No?
I don't mind giving it a go.
Okay, brilliant.
So can you actually relax European hair?
Yes, there are relaxers.
But not the different makes?
It depends on the texture again.
Right, okay.
I've told her to leave it in its natural state.
No, it feels alright. Go walking around looking.
So if a client had any cuts on their head, what would you do?
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it at all?
No, because that would irritate the scalp really badly.
Yeah.
And might probably
So it's
cause
so
more-
strong, this product, it is
Yeah,
going to burn, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would cause more damage to your scalp as well.
Pregnancy?
It doesn't.
Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter. Some people. Could you pass me a towel?
Trudy, can you get the towel, darling?
It's like even when you have your hair permed, you have to explain to the client that all the time the relaxer will work as well. Some people would be fine before they have the baby, and sometimes we don't recommend you have it after you've had the baby, you know, if you're breastfeeding and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Just only because it doesn't really take as well.
Yeah. And what about medication, if anyone's on strong drugs or...
Well, we don't really ask those questions
No.
if you're on medication. Well, no, it shouldn't really affect. I guess if it's like cancer drugs or things like that, probably would. but then we leave it for the client to say
To
that.
decide, yeah.
Now
So-
you see that is quite straight,
Yeah.
but where I've missed is still a bit kinky there.
Yeah.
So then you would just go over and just put a bit at the ends.
Right, okay.
Could you see the difference in the straightness now?
Guys, come up and have a look around, please.
You see how straight that is? Yeah? The ends are still a bit, you see the difference?
Yeah.
So the bits that I've missed, you just get a bit more of the relaxer and put it on the ends like that. So as soon as I finish coming through, then you just wash it out. And all of it is nice and straight. Chair's a bit squeaky, isn't it?
What if your hair's really, really bushy? Like mine, and I've got to leave it in there for like.
No, the whole process should be only 20 minutes.
Oh.
20, 25 at the most.
So if it don't go straight.
Really bushy.
If it doesn't go straight, that means you haven't applied it properly.
Oh, okay.
Or could it be the product choice isn't as strong?
And the product choice.
Who applies it to your hair?
Oh, me and my auntie. Yeah, it does
Yeah.
work, but then I've just got to leave it in there for like.
Yeah, so you need to go to a professional person, really, who knows what they're doing.
Always.
Always.
Don't do it yourself at home.
I can do it myself. Just leave it
Yeah.
in there for like.
And is it always bushy?
No, when I do it myself, it goes straight. But like the back, which is really bushy, I've just got to leave it in there for.
Yeah,
like
but
myself.
if you
But I can't leave it in there for too long because then it burns my scalp.
yeah, but if you go to a professional, then you shouldn't have that problem.
When did you get that time?
2 weeks ago. On Sunday.
Did it hurt you?
Yeah, it's scabbing off. Don't
How
know.
much you pay?
30.
Yeah.
Don't start.
Where did it start? You
Wow.
finished by yourself.
Hey, let's wash me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just drop your kids off at school and just make your way to the early.
You can straighten it after.
You're on your way.
Sorry,
You can straighten the hair after.
with the straighteners.
Yeah.
It depends on what the client wants. She might decide she wants a set. Just depends on what she wants, really.
And for how long does it stay straight?
This should stay.
Without using straighteners or anything, like, does it like normally stay straight?
It will stay straight until the new growth comes out, which is about 6 weeks, and then she'll
Alright.
need to touch up the roots only.
Alright, yeah.
The reason why I'm doing the whole thing is because she hasn't done it for a long time. But normally it would just be the new growth. The
It would
roots,
just be like
like a tint. Yeah,
No, a regrowth too.
yeah,
To the
same
root.
thing.
Okay, when you get really close, you can relax my hair.
Alright.
So if you could notice, it's still not on her scalp.
Yeah.
If it's just a touch up that I'm doing, I would only just go like that to the roots, because you don't want it over processed. But because it's the whole heads I'm doing, then I'm bringing it through to the ends as well. It's same as you would do a tint
Yeah.
that you don't want to over process.
So you're actually trying to stretch it now to straighten it as
Yeah,
you're combing it?
yeah, combing it through. But if it's just a touch up, you would just go like that to the roots, and you could tell when it's straight by just, this is how you would test it. There's no waves there at all.
Right, okay.
Remember which side you started on to be the first side that you come through. See, there's still a bit of wave. Could you see that? compared to that.
Yeah.
And with some clients as well, you'll, the middle bit of the hair is a bit more tight. So when you section it off, I would start in that area first, because once you get to know your clients, you'll know which areas are more curly then.
Looks like it's changing colour. Is that the dye, do you reckon, coming off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's...
When did you dye your hair last?
About a week and a half ago.
And that was a semi-permanent top. The scalp is still clear of relaxer, there's nothing on there. You could add a bit of it a bit closer, because it's nearly time to wash off.
Yep.
So far my client's not complaining, she's not saying it's burning.
No.
Last bit now and you'll be ready to wash. As well, if the clients had like plaits in their hair, I should just remove the plaits like the night before. I wouldn't recommend that you relax, because again,
Sensitive,
yeah, and then it doesn't take as well, and then that client's going to be complaining, oh, you know, you should have said. So you always have to make sure.
So how long should you wait after they've removed the plaits?
I would say probably about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if those plaits have been in for a long time. If they still insist, you always get them to sign to say that, you know, that they insist that they wanted to have it done, that you're not liable for anything.
Oh God, can you imagine?
Oh, that would be funny.
We'd have to run to the nearest house, wouldn't we, and just borrow their shower.
Okay, so fuller is ready to wash out now.
You can see it's nice and smooth, can't you?
Yep. Okay, Fuller, could you come this way, please? Does someone get the taps ready?
Turn the taps on for the basin, yeah?
Okay, we need to use a neutralizing shampoo now. Sometimes if the relaxer is actually burning the scalp, it is best to for the water to be really not cold, lukewarm, because the hotter the water is, the more it's going to burn. Make sure you wash out all the relaxer first before you apply the shampoo. Is that too hot for you?
No, it's fine.
Does everyone see how straight that is? It's showing you to see how bushy it was.
So why have you left it so long to get your hair relaxed?
I had implants, so for quite a while.
You had what, sorry?
Plaques.
Plaques. Oh, okay. What age can you get this done at?
Some clients do with children from age about 5.
Really?
Yeah. But I would only recommend it if that person is going to look after that young person's hair. Because some parents tend to use all the best products on themselves, and when it